Welcome everyone back to our Thirsty Thursday. So today I'm not going to talk very much because we don't have a lot of time and I have Renee here from Boards. And if you don't know what Boards is, that's why you're here. It is an amazing app you have to have. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let her take over because there's so much to go over and we have a very limited time. So Renee, take it away.
Hi, everybody. All right. So I just want to ask you a question. If you can relate to this before we get started, have you ever typed the same answer to a buyer or a seller or even a new person that you are trying to attract to your business? Have you ever wrote that same response more than once? Just show of hands, people who I can see. Yeah, two hands there, everybody. If you say you don't, I don't know if I believe you because we've all had to write that same response over and over again. If you've shared
Mhm.
the same content, you've shared the same link, you'll never do it ever again when you have boards. So if you share it once, all you have to do is save it to boards and send it immediately into whatever chat you're typing. So you might be thinking, that sounds cool though. I've already saved some stuff in notes and I've put it in different folders and files, and I have a download file on my computer or a download file on my phone. Well, we're going to show you something that's going to totally change the way that you work, that's going to save you time, and most of all, your sanity. Because what happens is you are busy. This is the nature of what you do. As you know, in real estate, you are constantly busy. I have a few friends that do real estate. It never ends. It's 24/7. If there were, it's maybe 36 24, like it's like 36 hours of a 24-hour day. It never stops, right? Like it really is all over the place. Now imagine if all of that time got reduced because you're not hunting, you're not searching, and you're not flipping around 100 apps to try to get that answer in the moment. Because what I know that you want to do, and I'm going to make take a big reach here, is I know you want to service your clients with the best service, the most efficient service, and also, keep them thinking they are the most special person that you have, because they are. So let's show you. I'm going to grab my desktop here. Let's show you what that looks like in real life. So this is an example of Carrie's board. This is a board she's put together to help make answering buyers and sellers even easier. So this is an example of a board which is essentially like a filing cabinet, and imagine this filing cabinet is all related to your buyers and sellers. So inside this folder here, we have some content that Carrie, for example, uses when she shares and has conversations with sellers. How are you responding to them? What are the key forms that they need? What videos do you have? So like I love this video, staging your home. She doesn't have to search YouTube for that link or send it out or download it or find it in her photos. It's right here ready to go. So for example, too, there's FAQs. There's questions that she hears all the time that she just doesn't want to type that out over and over again. So the first time she goes, I'm going to say this again, she adds it to the board and it makes it easy for her to send it. Now, again, right now the magic feels a little lackluster, and that's okay because it should, because right now it's only holding content. We've seen content hubs, we've seen drives, we've seen all of this type of content before, but where the magic happens is in the conversation. So I'm going to go to Facebook Messenger just as an example, mostly because this is an easy way for me to demo and talk to myself so I don't have to send random people my questions here. So this is that real estate board. This is your keyboard. Oh, emojis. Wow, hold on. This is your regular keyboard when you're typing. So I can say hi, regular typing. But say that this is a seller on the other side. Say that seller asks me one of those questions. So that seller asks me, what's my home worth? So maybe instead of typing all of this out, hey, this is how we figure out how much your home is worth. In one tap, I'm able to respond and send that answer. Maybe they say, do I need to stage my home? And maybe instead of just sending this as is, I want to add a nuance here. just like, oh, sorry, typing and demonstrating is always challenging, just like we talked about, right? So I don't know if you want to add something personal to it so it doesn't feel too pre-written. You can also add that in the moment and send it on its way. Imagine back to, imagine back to, oh, hey, who should I use for my home inspector? I don't have to go find their contact. I don't have to go look for anything. I don't have to type out their phone number, their email address. It's ready to serve my customer literally in seconds. I don't have to come out of this, go into my notes, find different place. Where did I save that? I have no idea. Is it a file? Don't know. They're all inside. So you can start to answer those questions just with a few taps. It replaces your keyboard. So wherever you're typing, SMS, this is Messenger, Instagram DMs. I keep these saved in I keep emails saved. So when I'm typing an email, it's a core email. I save it right in my board and I'm able to add it to any conversations, edit it, and send it on its way. So does this sound or look like something that's going to save you a lot of time? How do you feel so far? And this is an open forum, so we can talk, we can, unmute, jump in, ask questions, be like, hey, will you do that again? Would love to open those mics because that's what makes this even more learning for you on your end. So any questions so far or any comments or questions? Does it make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. For me personally, complete game changer. I'm always asked, hey, can you send me that training video? Can you send me that training video? And before I would jump into YouTube, search for the video, copy the link, go back, pull up the person who asked for it, and then send it. Now I have a whole listings to leads file in my boards. So when they're like, can you send me that video or that training? I just pull it up, boom, send, done. Game changer.
Love it. And what I also love, Carrie, you showed me your Google review page, how important
Yes.
that was. How annoying. Just look at that. Look at the complexity of this link. Imagine you tried to write that out or remember that or store it or save it and a letter gets dropped or a slash gets messed up. But how important is that in your business? I mean, it's core to your business. So if I'm able to just send this over, it makes a huge difference to just tap and send immediately. This it's all relative to what you want to send. Like you can send images as well. So there's no limit here on what you can send. It's videos, links, YouTube's, PDFs, everything that you
Mm-hmm.
use in your business is now part of that conversation. But I'm going to take it offline from my phone and I am going to bring in my desktop because sometimes we just work on our desktops. So the good news is that you can also add content from your desktop. So if you're getting started and you have a pile of images or a bunch of PDFs, you can also do a drag and drop or you can just add your own content as well. So that's also amazing. But remember what I was saying about emails. With emails, or you're doing Facebook on your computer, not on your phone, or responding in a different app on your phone, as long as it's in Google Chrome, you also have access to the same content in Google Chrome. So I can click into wherever I'm going to type, click my Google Chrome, and answer the same question just like that. Similar to adding, same with the emails, same with responses, same with your links. How many times, Carrie, have you written Zoom with
Yep.
carriet.com out? You never again. Like you never have
Yep.
to do that ever again. Let me check this comment over here. Um, Good morning. How can I see the replay? Oh, perfect. Okay. Just making sure I wasn't going to miss any questions over here. So what you can do is create your own board and Carrie's going to share you were going to share this real estate board with them too to give them ideas, correct? I think that's what we decided.
If you need that board, any of my boards, I will share with them.
Perfect. Love that. And so you might be thinking also, maybe I'm not super super tech savvy, don't worry. Cool thing about boards is that you can click. If you can click, you can create. So when you hit something like a text, you can um let me respond to that better. Question one, and then I can write answer one. So if you can click, you can create. There's no coding, there's nothing special about this. If you can tap on a plus button, you mastered boards. That's really it. The most unique, two unique features, I'll talk about text, and then we'll move into one that's going to be really fun for you and incredibly valuable for your business. The first one is text. Text is text is like the words to say. It's replacing anything you would text. So for in this particular example, the bold does not go with your text. So if you wanted to call this that most annoying question that people ask me all the time, don't worry, that's not going to go with it. That's just for you to know what's in the text. And then when you click that on that answer number one, this is the only part that's going to go when you replace it. Does that make sense? So you can
Mm-hmm.
put the question up here, like escrow questions, or even if you have like reach outs or follow ups, because we know follow ups are so hard. Hey, did you look at that list I sent you? Hey, what did you think about that house? How many times have you written that? Something in that same vein? Probably a million times. But if it was written once, wouldn't it feel better if you can just say, oh, I showed this house to three different people yesterday. I can send them all a follow up today, and it takes seconds. Boom, boom, boom. So inside your own board, oh, also, let me go one more thing. Also, if Carrie gives you something like this, which she's going to share with you, and something like seems really important to you, and you're like, oh, I love those FAQs. Well, the good thing about boards is all about collaboration. So if I love the FAQs from Carrie, I can copy them and move them. Don't slow on me. We slowed for 1 second. There we go. Now I can add them to my own board, and now they're mine. So I can edit this. Maybe I have a slightly different tone that I speak to my customers in or my clients in, or maybe I want to add a little bit to it, or maybe I have a signature. I know this feels a little cheesy, but there are people out there, they like to add a little emoji or things like that to the way they talk. If that's now, these FAQs are yours, and that's what's the beauty of collaborating. So if you want to work on a board with somebody else that you're on your team or your partners with or your brokerage, if you have questions that you want to share, you can also do something like this and collaborate. So
Can I jump
before
in
we
real
move,
quick?
yeah,
So, what confused me at first when Wendy was sharing some boards with me, I thought since she shared it, I could go into her board and then take out what I didn't want, add what I did want. You can't do that. So, if I share my board with you, you can't alter it. But, like Renee said, you can create your own board and take out what you want of my board and add it into yours. But if anyone shares their boards with you, that just can't be edited.
correct. It's so nobody can alter it. You can't mess up anybody else's board, which is usually my number one concern. Like, oh, if I touch it, is it going to break it? You can't break anybody else's board. You can't ruin anybody else's board, but you can share their content. So if they have a video in there that EXP has provided and you're like, yeah, I love that, I can share it from that other person's board. Just
Mhm.
like I was sharing the answers and the content from Carrie's board when I was sharing this Celopoly board. I say that it's a board, it's an image, but the board, right? I was sharing this as part of my conversation. I can share that content, but I can't edit it or alter it in its current state.
Right.
The only thing that you can edit or alter in the current state is when once you choose a text, you can customize it here in the text field. It will not change it on the board. So if you're using one of Carrie's scripts over and over again and you're like, oh, I keep changing it just a little bit, or this number has changed, or I'm making up examples here, but like this number isn't going to change because I remember buying a house. But those kind of things, if there's nuances or things that you find yourself changing a lot, you can copy that script and add it to your board. All right, before we get into one of the most fun and exciting things that actually might save you money in the long run, are there any questions? Oh, we've got a lot more people on here. Hi, guys. I'm just starting to see everybody coming in. Yay. There
Yes.
can't be no
Oh, no
questions. I can't
questions
be that good at explaining.
yet?
Or are
Killing
we
it.
just that excited?
Or is anyone confused?
Oh, yeah, confusion is fine. We like confusion. I think somebody raised their hand. I'm sorry. Three, confusion. Okay. Please open up your, yeah, talk about it. Let's see. Anything that's glaring, like what did you just do? Do that again.
Well, I think I missed the first 10 minutes. So if I had been here, I probably wouldn't be so confused.
Okay, so the
I'll
best thing
watch
is
the
I,
recording.
yeah, Lori, actually it's really great because what I really believe in when it comes to learning is repetition is what makes us really stick. So I'm happy just to do a quick sentence or two recap of what boards is going to do for you. So if you say it or share it more than once, add it to your board. So if you can imagine answering questions to your new clients or working on attraction or sharing content or videos or links with anybody that you have to do, if you've ever done it more than once, and I feel like we can all relate to that. Hey,
Absolutely.
here's my listing site. Here's where you can get all this information. You never have to do that again after you put it into boards. So if you can click, you can add your content. So the text will add the words to say. So it will replace you retyping out answers. So it's kind of like the term of a script, right? So a script is anything that's repeated over and over. So this is like the script. What is an escrow account? Why do I need to stage my house? Why can't I just sell my house by myself? A lot of Q&A works in scripts. It's great for reach outs. It's great for explanations of things. It's great for follow-ups. And so that's what the text would do. Replace the words that you would type out. An image is exactly that. A link is a link that you would normally share over and over again. So again, like your listing pages, your Google reviews, videos are up to 10 minutes, which would be like an MP4. So if it's a video, an actual video file, or you could do YouTube or Vimeo. PDFs, the old school PDF. And then content from boards means I can pull content from somewhere else if I have been shared another board or you have multiple boards. Folders help you organize. So if you have, like how Carrie had buyers and sellers, FAQs, that really helps you stay organized, especially when you're in your keyboard. And a page, that's going to be the our crowning moment here that we'll get into again. So I know that I'm not expecting you, Laurie, to remember exactly everything, but I hope that that caught you up. Do we feel good? Better? Perfect. Love that.
And Jen has a quick question. Can you go over how to get a shared folder into a new board?
Okay, so this board was shared with me. As you can see down here, I'm a member, right? So down here it says I'm an owner. This is my board. This, I'm a member. So if I'm a member of a board, somebody shared that board with me. So when I go into that, all I have to do is select it, copy it, and then my list of boards, I have a few, don't judge.
Just a couple.
Just a couple, been doing this for a while. Then I just click onto my board. If I want to already go ahead and organize it more, I can click into folders, or I can even create a new folder, or I can just drop it as is, paste here. So now I'm going to go into my board. I added that buyers folder. Does that help?
It does. And now you can go in and edit everything in there, right?
Right, because now you are the owner.
Okay,
Mhm.
Right?
thank
So
you.
you're the owner, so you can go in and you can edit those things. You cannot, like, so if I'm like, ugh, I don't love you, Carrie, but I don't want that on my board because I don't need that because that's Carrie's, you can delete it at that point, but you can't edit the image itself. Does that make sense? It's not like a editor in that way. Or I could say, I like this one, or maybe I want to move that one to a different folder. I can move that. So now this is my content, and you can edit that as you feel, as you see fit.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Of course, that's what we're here for. All right. So by quick show of hands, or in the chat if you're not showing your beautiful face, who has a or let me just say, who has heard of Linktree or a milkshake or a virtual business card. Okay, yep, heads, yep, bobbing, yep, 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 yep.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yep, Devana, yep, perfect. So, what we also have at Boards is not only a place that you can organize your content and share it quickly with the keyboard or the Chrome extension, is you actually can create content. And this is one of my most favorite features. And remember, we were using this terminology. If you can click, you can add it, but if you can click, you can actually create pages. And pages are web pages, just like that scary thing where you're like, build a website, and you're like, no, I don't want to build a website. I don't know how to build a website. Or is that just me? That could just be me. Anybody else feel that? Because I don't know how to do
Right. That's a lot.
that. That's so much. No,
That's a
thank you.
lot.
No, thank you. Not interested. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you also can create a virtual business card on Boards, and it's part of your plan. So it's part of any plan to create a business card. So you can use any of these themes here, or you can start from scratch. And the great thing about this is that this will now be a lead generator for you. So not only is it going to be a virtual business card where you can put in your link in bio, so on your socials, we all have link in bios, right? Like everybody has link in bios. So
Absolutely.
this could be your link in bio, and you can customize it with just a few clicks. You don't need another app. You don't need to go somewhere else. This can live in your board. So let's choose this one because I like the fun colors, and you can choose whatever you like based for whatever reason. There's also a theme picker up here. So if you want to slightly modify that as well. So I can make this Renee's card. And here's my link. So I can go through and I can add my phone number, my email. I can add other buttons here. I'm going to pull this up so you can see. So you can have other links. You can have your Zoom meeting. You can have WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram, phone number, SMS, email. You can also take payments here. So
So
if that's
cool.
necessary for
Yeah.
your business. So really cool way to send your payment app as well. And
Mm.
then one of the things that I know you as a realtor are always thinking about is lead generation. So is it new buyers, new sellers, new people for your team? We can also add forms. So we've seen forms before, but these are part of the flow here on your business card because we want to get information from them. So you can, similar to most forms, you can either choose that the product that this is required or not, and you can choose to add whatever type of content you'd like to require. So let's do for fun because this is my favorite thing to demo. And Carrie, I didn't tell you this before. This is my favorite thing to demo. And so what I love to know is what your favorite color is.
Think we
So
know
I'm
mine.
gonna I have no idea, none. Um,
Right. Who
and I didn't show you my mic is the pink muffler on my
Oh,
mic.
I love that.
All right, now here's where the magic is going to happen for you. We have an incredible integration with Google Sheets. And in Google Sheets is, have you ever had a lead generator and you get all these emails, right? Like they would just send you an email. Someone filled out your form. Someone filled out your form. Someone filled out. That's cool, but uh, I just get overwhelmed by it. There's 50 emails. How do I follow up with them? We have connected with Google Sheets. So you must have a Gmail or a Google mailing system. That's what our boards is. And you can add your Google Sheets there. You can change this, um, make it whatever you want it to say. That button can say tap here when you're done. And you can say, thanks, I'll call you later. You can add your own thank you message or response. You can even direct them directly to your current listings. So maybe you don't want somebody to go to your current listings from your Instagram until you get their name and contact number, because if you're looking at my listings, I want to know who you are and I want to reach out to you, right? I want to put you in my funnel. So you can even redirect them to
So good.
that your listing site, right? So a really cool way, and it's all, again, you just click it. You don't have to code anything. You don't have to think about it. So what we want to do is I'm going to test this. So I'm going to say it's done. I'm going to go to my business card. You can change the photo, of course. You can change your name. I didn't do all of that. Do you need me to do that? I can do that. Sorry, I jumped ahead. I can change that. Are we good? No. Bonnie's like, no, I got this. I'm ready to go. Let's see the magic. Okay, here's the magic. I'm going to put this in the chat. You didn't know you had to work on this call, did you? I'm sorry. You have to work. I'm going to put this in the chat. So click on that link in the chat and answer for me your name and your favorite color. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go back into my card. I'm going to go into my form. And now my Google Sheet link is right here. And this is where I'm going to watch. Okay, we gotta fill it
Watch
out.
everyone come in. That is so awesome.
Well, we're waiting. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it too. If I have to start this. Oh, did I send the wrong link? That's why you guys don't get it. See, that's where I messed up. I messed up. Here, I'm sharing a different link. That's why. Did I send the wrong link?
Oh, you got to
Oh,
click on your card, but it's making you.
go to the board. This is why. Hold on. I'm going to do it. There was an issue, and this is what I totally forgot, guys. There was an issue with our links today that it will be updated today, and I have to figure that out. Give me 2 seconds. I was trying to do this demo. In the meantime, I'll show you a few other options. So this is another, this is Carrie's page.
Mhm.
So Carrie's page is, Carrie, do you want to talk about this page? That would be great for me while I am doing this on the side.
Yeah, let me pull it up on my end so I can tell you. So this page, it just says welcome home, right? And it's a lead capture page. So I'm requiring their name, phone number, email address, and there's questions underneath of it. And one of the questions is, what's most important to you about moving right now? So they're going to answer that. The next question is, how soon would you like to be settled in your new home? And you have drop down options 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 12 plus months. Right, there we go. And so this is just like a good lead capture. You can put this on all your socials, or you can make a quick story like, hey, I have a question for all of my home sellers out there or my buyers, or if you're doing both, click this, and just get them engaging and going. And then they ask, do you have a house to sell? Are you pre-approved? Submit. Like, such an easy page to make, and it's a lead capture. And you can obviously make it say whatever you want. I just wanted to put together a quick one to show you guys. But I do also post this. And this is my tools. So this is my get the look. This is my filming tools, right? So I get a lot of questions. What ring light do you use? What mic do you have? What wireless mic do you have? What gimbal do you have? So yeah, I was going to say, if you scroll through, you'll see everything that I use and they're linked, and you just click get it now and then buy it.
Love
Like,
it.
so good.
It makes so much sense. And let me grab, I feel like I have the link now. Yep, I have the link. Sorry about that. It was a bug that we found yesterday, and we're waiting for it to be accepted into all the stores to fix it. So I think this link should work. Yeah, I love this. This is so great because now you don't have to say, oh, this is the link for this and this is the link for that. And that is how much time consuming for you. It's all in one page. And honestly, I can make an assumption, I think. It took you longer to find all of the images than it did to make the page.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I figured that as much. Okay, there we go. I think the card worked. Did we get the card to
Yes.
work?
Yep. It's working.
There we go. Look at that. Okay, so now, sorry about the link issue. Don't worry, we're fixing that today. There we go. So while you can see that it's live, adding people's content right here, they are sharing this in real life. And the coolest thing about this is that over here, I can add to this as long as I don't mess up, as long as I don't mess up what's been already made for me. I can say I followed up with her on 2/12. She doesn't want to buy. Okay, right? So there's ways that you can add your content, your own notes here to this list, and you don't have to start over again. So you can this will constantly stay running as you have that link to the card. And you can update your address, your links, everything. That link stays the same. So you can keep that link in bio. You can go in and change your picture and do all of that stuff. That link will stay the same. So you don't have to move that link around over and over again. All right. How do we
Oh,
feel
good.
now? I see Janet has a question. Sorry for that delay, guys. Thanks for being patient.
Hi. I hopped on late, but I'm starting. This is phenomenal. But you just said that you can put in there that you after we said the color we liked in our name. How do you contact them if that's all they're putting in? Does this just
Oh, this was just an example, Janet. I do this without names and contacts because I don't want to share all of your phone numbers and emails because I show the
oh,
screen.
oh, so it will show it though.
It's whatever
Yes.
you choose. So let me go back to, yeah, let me go back here. Oh, let me go back to my boards account. So when I'm in my own, I can choose whatever I need, right, Janet? So it's not, this was just this is a demo example because I never like to collect real phone numbers or emails for everybody's privacy. But in your form, you probably don't care what their favorite color is, or unless you want to have fun with it. But you can add phone number, make that required. You can add their email, make that required. So it's whatever you need, Janet, to run your business. So if you never email anybody and you only text people, then don't ask for their email. You want to make it as easy to get them to push submit as possible. So if you are like bare bones, if you just need their name and their phone number, bare bones it. If you want to get more information, like Carrie's, where it asked a little bit, so now she's informed. So she's using the same format, she's just choosing to gather more information up front. So it's really up to you. And that's the beauty of it. And you can have multiple pages. You can have, I mean, potentially, depending on your plan, you could have unlimited pages. You could have 1,000,000 pages if you absolutely wanted. So the possibilities are completely endless there. Thank you for that question, Janet. It's definitely a good
Thank
one.
you.
Of course. Anybody else have any more questions or demos? Because we do have a special for you from Carrie that she wants to share. Um, and she will make sure that everybody gets access to her real estate board, which is such a great way to start because it's like, I don't know what to add to this. So if you at least get started this way. So before
Right.
we do that, any
Question.
other questions? Yes.
Yes, question. So when you're doing a page like that and people are filling it out,
Mhm.
and let's just say you run that ad like several times, and somebody, like if I go in and I might have filled it out on Monday, but um it's a different ad, but the same questions. So will that be on a different form, that same, I mean, are we getting duplicates of people's names and I mean, if they fill out different
If
things
if they
when
fill
that
out the same
generates?
one, if they fill out the same one, it will duplicate it, but you can
Okay,
always filter this. You can add a filter here. If you want to run something with that you want it to look exactly the same, but you want to have a totally different list or put that link in a different place. Maybe you have one on Facebook and one on Instagram and you want them to have the same exact thing, but you want to see which one is getting more filled out, right? Because we do that, right? We want to A/B test. Like my Instagram gets so many more leads than my Facebook or vice versa. You don't have to start from zero. You can just copy the same page. Oh, are you giving me a hard time today? This is really giving me a hard time today. I'm so sorry. It always happens. There we go. So you can duplicate the same thing. It will produce a brand new link, a brand new sheet. So we could call this one Renee's card 2. The information I can collect is the same, but if you want to run an A/B test, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, or even if you want to put one in an email as a link, so you can run it that way. But if they do repeat, you'll just have to filter. And I hope that this is a problem for you, Debbie, that you have so many that you have to filter that. I wish upon the real estate gods that you have so many that they're just tripling over. So I hope that's a good problem that you have.
Thank you, me too.
Yeah. Sending you the duplicate vibes. So yes, you can create, it just literally makes a carbon copy, but the link changes. And then you have, when the link changes and you have to go back in and connect it to Google Sheets. It won't automatically. So you have to connect it to Google Sheets and then it'll make a new Google Sheet if we try Renee's card too.
So
So
awesome. Like
yeah,
that's truly awesome.
I love that. All right. Any other questions before I show you? Because I know there's going to be questions, Carrie, about pricing, and I know that you have a special discount.
Yes,
So
I'm putting that link for my awesome discount in the chat right now, and I'll let you tell them about it because you can probably explain it better than I can.
perfect. So we have a free version of boards, which will give you um, up to 10 pieces of content and a board and 2 boards, which means you can see Carrie's board or you can see Carrie's board or you can make your own board. Uh, that's the free version. But if you want to see our most like our most popular plan, which is the one I'm sharing on the screen right now, is our professional. That one will allow the Google Sheet integration. The starter or the free does not give you Google Sheets. You will still get responses via email. I could show you my email, and I have emails that say Carrie's favorite color is pink and all of this. I have email separate responses. But if you want to do that Google integration that we just showed you, you're looking at $11.99 a month. And then Carrie has a special discount for you if you wanted to upgrade. So here's the steps. Create a free account using the link that Carrie sends you. That does not mean you have to buy anything. It just means you will get access to 20% off for the next 90 days if you decide to upgrade. So maybe you want to go in, poke around, and then upgrade later. If you don't sign up with Carrie's link, you won't get the 20%. That's really the easiest way to say it. So if you want to get started, play around, try some things. And then Carrie, what I would recommend doing is letting everybody here, like take a day, sign up today, and then send them your link to your real estate board
Yep.
later.
Okay.
Because
Absolutely.
then I'm afraid if they try to go through your real estate link board and they don't go through your 20% link, they're going
Right.
to miss the discount. And we
Right.
don't want you to do that.
Right. I'll put the link, my special link back in there so you guys can grab that back in the chat.
Yeah.
What about if you already have a boards account?
If you already have a boards account, I don't know. I have to check on what that is with the upgrade. We do offer our 20% off discount, but let me see if there is somebody who already has boards. Do you already have boards, Bonnie?
Yes.
And do you have the free plan?
I don't think so. I think I paid for a year.
Okay, well, regardless of, okay, so I know the answer to this. If you did pay, if you did pay for a year at any point, it's like already what you paid.
Done.
So you, if there was any discounts available, you would have to get that during your next cycle. It's kind of like you bought something, I don't know when you bought it, but like you bought something at Christmas for X price, but now it's on sale.
Right.
It's kind of where it is right now. So there's nothing
That's
that we
okay.
can physically do about that, right?
That's
Because it was
fine.
for the whole year.
Thank you.
But you can also share, if you have anybody else, that you can also share the love with anybody, because anybody can use that link that Carrie's putting. It's not only specifically at this particular moment. You did it EXPCon. We were there. Did you see us? Probably not. There were so many people. What, you couldn't pick us out of a crowd? What? So I want to throw that open to the floor again. Also, if you have any questions, you can run those through Carrie. Carrie can connect with me if we need to do this again. We're more than happy to do that too.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is just get in and play with it. Play with it.
It's truly a game changer. Like seriously. Even if you only have like 6 questions that people ask you, it's a time saver. Like I love it. I like to create things just to put in there because I'm like, this is so cool. It is so cool.
I make pages for my travel because I have friends that are like, "Oh, where'd you go? What restaurant should we go to?" And I don't feel like doing it. So while I'm there and I'm like, "Oh, I love this place," I'll run a whole page for I did one for we went to Banff in Canada. And so I took a picture of my dinner, I put the link in and the link to the restaurant. And then I'm like, I don't have to deal with you. Here, take my page. If you want to go to where I went, here's where I went, and it's done. And I do it with travel. I do it with travel. I save map pins. So we were just in Rome. I save map pins to where I have to meet the tour guide and all of that because I don't want to go look through those emails again and like
Right.
all that stuff. I don't want to do it. I've already done it and it's in my board now. So I can just say, oh, there you go. I'm just go to that pin
Yep.
and go that way.
Gonna
So
say
many
that's how.
personal uses for it too.
Yes, I was going to say that's how I use like with my affiliate links. I would have to go to my email, go to my folder, scroll through all my links to find it, to send it. Now it's all in my boards and I just open it, click send. Such a game changer.
Exactly. So
And
families use it too. Like, what are the, kids' schedules? Who's allergic to what? I saw a mom put it like they have like the kids' allergies, she's like a ton of allergies. And
yep,
then when she goes to a new house, instead of typing all of that out, she just sends it from her keyboard and says, hey, here's, I mean, how annoying is that to have to write that out every time? So she put it in her boards.
yeah, no, it's truly a game changer and it's super inexpensive. Like I would have thought something would have been like $50 a month or something.
Yeah, Carrie's like, how much is it? Like 30 bucks a month? I'm like, no, 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 no.
I'm like, I don't even know what I pay. It's just coming out.
It's cheaper that like the thing is, it's like it's cheaper than any streaming service, and it saves
Yeah,
you more time than those do. Those cost you time.
yeah.
So
This just takes a little time up front for you to get it set up. And
yeah.
after that, it's a game changer.
And then what I'm going to throw in the chat, if this is okay with you, we have a Facebook community. So if you ever want to get in there and ask questions, hey, how do I do this? Or hey, anybody want to share their content with me? Join that board. Join the Facebook group and just poke around. Gia, you got a question for us?
Yeah, I'm in the community. I got the boards as well.
Okay.
I'm not seeing too many real estate agents in the community, so I'm hoping we'll start seeing some more people. Carrie, you need to start sharing in the Facebook boards community so I can see
Yes.
what you're doing. But Wendy had mentioned mini chats when I was in one of her on one of her calls
Hmm.
that this can replace ManyChat, and it really can. And I was actually listening to you today and just how you were setting some of that stuff up, even with the forms, that definitely can replace ManyChat. Just like most times you're asking for questions, for them
Yep.
to say, sell, and you're asking for their information first before you share the freebie. And that's the same, you're doing that with the form section. So that's good. That's what I'm gonna use it for.
See, Gia, you got to get in that community and tell everybody this stuff.
Yes.
Get
Gotta
in
share
there.
it.
Practice what you preach. You went and said, Carrie just got to share. You got to share too.
She makes me do the dirty work.
Hey, come on. Look, I'll be the first person to comment. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll be like, yeah. Hey, I hate apps. I like so opposed to apps because it's just like, oh, why do I have to have an app? 14 different parking apps, right? Depending on what part of a city you're going to, right? You're just like, oh, if I had one. So if I can take multiple apps and put them into one that I actually use, like whoever comes up with like the whole country parking app that would work for every new
Right.
parking lot you go to. Maybe I should just work on that on the side. Maybe that could just be my financial freedom for my future. But like, think about it, right? Every new place you go, "Ugh, a new app, right? Like, but if I
Yep.
don't have to have Milkshake or Linktree or ManyChat and I can do it all in one and not pay 15 subscriptions, like, yes, please.
Right. And
Yeah.
did you mention, is there a Chrome extension?
Yes.
Okay, can you go over that real quick for
Sure.
everybody?
Yep. Yep. We can go over that one. So I work on my computer mostly, and I will tell you the full story. I will be completely honest with you. I created for a corporate, I met the boards team as a boards user. So I opened my boards account in 2021. I used to create content for different network marketing companies, and my last network marketing company, they wanted everybody in the field wanted boards. And I said, nah, because I only knew it was on my phone and I knew we had a ton of content from the corporate perspective. And I was like, I can't add all of that from my phone. So I found out that we do have boards. I have to sign in. Hold on one second. I have to sign in so it works on my Chrome extension. I so when you get into, see, this is my Israel trip when I just went, and at golf cart meeting place, Vatican meeting place. Like, I'm for real. This is really what I used. Here's my ticket confirmation. So I didn't have to keep looking in my email because it was a different airline that I didn't usually use. Sorry, I just tangented it. But yeah, so you can use your content on your Chrome extension just like this. You can see this, right, Carrie? Can you see the Chrome extension? Okay. Because sometimes I share it and it doesn't show the pop-up. So just like, I mean, look at all these boards. It's not for show, guys. My colleague Bonnie, Carrie, you know Bonnie, Wendy knows Bonnie. Like, we have our calendar links in boards because I don't want to have to go open up Calendly, go
Yep.
look up our all of our links. We have our emails. Hey, day before your training, like all kinds of stuff we have in here. Hey, someone send me Bonnie's headshot. Okay, okay. I don't have to go ask Bonnie. So we really use it all the time. So that's the Chrome extension. And then I can go in. Oh, so it's wherever you're typing. If you click on this first, see now it added Bonnie. And now I can send it. I don't have to download it, then add it, and that stuff. So you don't have to even worry about storage on your phone.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And that too would be great for if you're at EXP and you're building your downline and you want to keep track your headshots of everyone under you, create a board for it so that way when you do your marketing for them, it's right there. You don't got to look through your files, you don't got to scroll through 1,000 photos.
Yep.
I love this. This is so good.
It really only just takes, it's the initial, like you said, it's the initial setup and you have to
Yeah,
figure out what's going to work for you. And to be honest, it's going to change. It will change. It moves, it's breathing, it's living. Changes are instant. They update immediately. If you're like, ugh, I really want to put this folder in this folder because I don't like them out, I want it cleaner, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're like, I like that folder here, I like this page here. It's really however you make it, and it's always living, breathing to whatever works for your business. So don't worry about making the perfect board because there's no such thing. The perfect board is the board that you use to make your life better.
absolutely.
Question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you answered this earlier, but like if you have an admin, but you don't want them to access everything that's on your board, I mean, is there a way to allow them to use it, but not access some of the stuff, like if you have personal stuff that you just don't want?
So what I would
Like you just,
recommend, absolutely. So we have something called a co-editor or an editor. Sorry, we changed the name. It was co-editor, now it's editor. You have to retrain yourself. So anything personal, I would put on a personal board. So Debbie, I would be like, Debbie's my board, right? Nobody's going in there, right? Like I have one somewhere in here. Well, I could just use search. So you could see Renee personal, right? This is mine. This is not for work. This has like shopping links that I can send to my husband about things I find on the internet that I want him to buy me for gifts. And it's not gift season right now. So I just save them in there. Okay. Pro tips, follow me for more. But if you, but you can make your own board and that's for only you to see. But maybe this is a collaboration board, team board, group board, whoever, anything that I want, I can go to my members and I can now make people editors. So I can make Debbie an editor of that board.
So cool.
So that person can do everything on that board. If you have personal stuff, put it on a personal board. Like if you don't want anybody to see it, if you even have an admin that you don't want to see it, put it on your own board, because I have that. Because you can have, I mean, potentially if you have unlimited, you can have literally, I mean, you've seen, you can have a lot of boards. But you can absolutely give them permissions here and allow them to, you can control who can control your content. And if you have team members, you can also say, you can also send them a message, and anybody who, see, you guys can already get a message from me as well. So if you have a group or a team, even if it's just a few people, even if it's your family, you can send a family message and say, don't forget dinner on Sunday at 6 p.m. So there's a lot of options for you. All right, guys. Well, if there's no more questions, thank you so much for allowing me to come on this session. Thank you for loving pink so I could flex my pink today. I've got my heart earrings on.
Yes. No, thank you for coming. And I will have the recording up later this evening. I'll send the link out. It'll be in my group. And any questions, let me know. My link is in the chat. I'll put it in there one more time in case you just got here, because it won't be in there. And play around with it. Again, I'm here for any questions. And thank you so much, Renee, for coming today.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Awesome. Yes. Bye, guys. Thank you.